Good evening, good evening. This is Venus with No Mess. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. If you like this content, please hit the like button. Guys, I want to hop on here and I want to talk to y'all about this OnlyFans model that unalived her boyfriend. She stabbed him in the apartment. And this happened April 2022. And they're about ready to start her trial. I watched this and I had to watch it twice because she was in court Friday and she was smiling and laughing and talking like ain't nothing going on. And if that was me and they accused me of unaliving my boyfriend, my husband, or anyone, I would not be acting like that in court. But she acted like she jolly for some reason. And I had to look at it twice because I said, is this me? I'm looking at this the wrong way? But guys, I'm going to let y'all look at it. And I will really appreciate you giving me your feedback. Hold on a second, because maybe I'm missing something. She's the killer, but you should see how jolly she was in court Friday. And she was an OnlyFans model, and she took this man out. And she was in court with her lawyers. They're getting ready to, file the motion to be filed by the defense. And I just could not stand. I'm just looking at her demeanor and the way she acted. Let's get started. Hold on a second, guys.
Played out. So I'd like to set this for January 7th as a final date for corrections to let us know exactly what the final decisions are in terms of any discipline or any other issues having to do with this case. All right, thank you once again.
And Judge, we would also just request if corrections does have a report created, that they make it available. It's one of those things that I think the family's going to want to hear, or at least review themselves. The state's going to want to review it, and I believe certainly the court's going to want to review it.
Well, and this may be something that needs to be litigated, but off the cuff, it does appear that would be something that would be a matter of public record.
Correct.
So I would think that would be obvious that should happen, but Ms. Junior, that's not going to be for today's discussion, but understand that that's what the expectations will be.
Yeah, once the investigation is closed, it does become a public record. People are able to put requests through our portal for the report, and they'll receive that data.
Yeah, and that will be provided to the court. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Mr. Dye, are you ready to recall?
Yes, Your Honor.
Page 6 and 7, Sunny Road. Is he going to
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Let's go ahead and start.
Raise your hand. Do you swear that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and the truth of the church?
You can put your hand out. State your name for the record. What is your date of birth? How far did you get in school?
Ashes.
Do you have any history of mental illness?
Yes.
Are you currently under the PTSD?
And CTS on football.
Okay. Are you currently under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or medication?
No.
Have you been understanding what we're doing here in court as well as your conversation with your attorney? Yes. I understand you wish to admit you violated your probation in exchange for the plea that was read into the record a moment ago. Has anyone, including your own attorney, promised you anything other, something different? Has anyone forced, threatened, or coerced you to accept a plea at this time? Do you understand if you are not a U.S. citizen, this plea will result in negative immigration consequences such as deportation or removal? Have you spoken to your attorney about that, and do you still wish to accept this plea knowing?
I just spoke to him and I was, so we'll just work towards everything, just further we get as we go. We see quickly and I must see whatever it takes to not affect my activity. Something I don't know, keep myself on access to my PhD, so.
Okay, so, yeah, but the immigration part of it is something that, you know, you have to understand.
that's the only thing for that, it's never on paper.
Okay, all right. Do you understand you're waiving your right to a probation violation hearing? You're giving up your right to go to a hearing?
Yes,
Okay, do you understand you're waiving your right to testify at that hearing? All these rights are given up because you're just taking this plea and not having a hearing, okay? Yes? Do you understand you're waiving your right to confront, cross-examine, and present witnesses?
yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to hold the state of Florida to its burden of proving the case by a preponderance of the evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, this question may not apply in your case, but I have to ask it in your case. Do you understand if the offense to which you are pleading is a sexually violent or sexually motivated offense, or if you've been previously convicted of such an offense, this plea may result in involuntary civil commitment as a sexually violent predator upon the completion of your sentence?
That's all it is.
Do you still wish to admit you violated your probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you doing so because you did in fact violate, or you believe the plea is in your best interest?
That is best interest.
Have you spoken to your attorney about the plea?
Yes, Your
Has
Honor.
he answered all of your questions?
He has.
Do you need any more time to discuss it with your attorney?
No,
Are you satisfied with his services?
I'm very satisfied.
Okay, Mr. Dye, have you reviewed all items of discovery disclosed by the state commissioner of Oakland?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Do the state or defense contain items of physical evidence containing DNA that could exonerate the defendant? State,
No, Your Honor.
defense?
No, Your Honor.
Does the defense waive PSI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do the state and defense stipulate to a factual basis? State,
The state stipulates.
defense?
For purpose of the plea.
All right, so I find the admission has been entered into knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. Did you understand the nature and consequences of the plea? There's a factual basis for the plea, and you represented by a good and competent counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. In case numbers F191922 and F211254, I'm accepting your admission, revoking your probation, sentencing to 41.7 months in state prison with all applicable credit for time served. Those will run concurrent but not concurrent with one another. Create the actual video for a final ruling at some point.
Right, absolutely. I think it's going to be subject to a final ruling and testimony by the experts as far as how the court's going to rule on that. But yeah, Judge, they've done everything from civil litigation, reenactment, vehicle collisions for personal injury cases to active police shootings. It's all based on video and then being able to get measurable points of reference, and then they do their fancy engineering stuff to it.
Which
But
is what the problem is, right? The fancy engineering.
well, what this is, which is why this is, well, it's not different, but they used the raw data from the Faro scans that were done at the apartment to produce the scene.
Got it.
So that part clearly
Dancing
it
around
can't
the
be
next
contested.
step. I'm sorry, I didn't speak over you.
That's a,
We're way far ahead of ourselves at this point.
sure.
I think that I won't require necessarily the state to compile a response unless we were able to provide some sort of examples of how this would play out. So that one,
We can
that
take
to me
that.
is, yeah, that's way
Yes.
in the, not distant future, but in the future.
Yes.
What about the motion for reconsideration of bond, which I agree with Mr. Prieto would probably be something we would do as a threshold matter. Are you gonna file a response?
I am, Judge. That's the next one I'm going to work on. So this is a third request of the defense for a bond. First, was the Arthur hearing, then there was another hearing for reconsideration based off of a medical examiner listed as well as a knife throwing expert. And now there is a secondary witness, which has not been listed yet, is the grounds for this one. So the only issue with my response is they have provided this person's report. I don't know if they intend to list this person or intend to actually use them, but I do need to depose them. So it's hard to say outside of just writing off of their report, what it is that I would respond to. So,
Mr. Prieto?
Yeah, Judge, I don't see why the state would need to depose this expert witness. It's an expert medical examiner from Hillsborough County that in the collateral civil case testified to matters pertinent to basic arguments that were made at the Arthur hearing by the state. The state argued at the Arthur hearing, quite honestly, and it wasn't Mr. Abrahoff, but a timeline where they're in the state's mind, right, as charging this as a manslaughter, the depraved mind, charges a second, right? The depraved mind aspect of, which is the third element of what the state has to prove for answer. They claimed that Ms. Clenney allowed the alleged victim in this case to bleed out basically 13 to 14 minutes prior to calling 911. This expert, the defense's argument was no, she called 911 right away. The phone records show, right, that she called 911 at this, anyway, I'm getting into the minutiae.
Is there a transcript of the testimony that this witness gave at a prior proceeding?
There is in the collateral civil matter,
Okay.
there absolutely is.
And is that something that you could provide to the state?
It would cost me an arm and a leg, but sure, I could order his deposition.
I mean, I think that at some point in the future, they're gonna want to expose this person, but if you're relying on, and I'm not saying that it has to happen before the motion for reconsideration, fine, don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is, in order for the state to be able to respond, because that is one of the bases that you have put forth, then he needs to know what this person is gonna say.
Right, I attached a very detailed expert report as an exhibit to the motion, where Dr. Webb's, Malad Webb, details his findings, the basis of his findings. He refers to all the sources that he used to find it. All those opinions are contained in that expert report.
Okay,
So that's been provided to the state.
all right, how long do you need to file a response?
So again, Judge, so it depends on this trial. If this trial goes on Monday, I anticipate the trial will be finished Thursday or Friday. We have a probation hearing that I don't think is gonna go on Friday. It should flee out. So in theory, I can start working on this either Friday or the following Monday.
Okay.
But I need to depose him. If I am provided this deposition, I don't need to depose him. I know what he's gonna testify to. So the problem is a report is going to be a summary of what this person believes in.
I'm not gonna have that, I'm not gonna delay for a deposition for you to be able to respond. I think you can respond on behalf.
And Judge, I did speak to Mr. Applehoff, and I told him what the gist of the report, and obviously look at yourself. This medical exam determines, based on his review of an expert, I believe qualifies as an expert, but he says that the injury occurred more likely than not, to his degree of medical certainty, that Ms. Clenney called 911 immediately after the
Let me ask you this, Mr. Perry, when you talk about the fact that you want to prioritize the motion for reconsideration bond, which I agree, is that something that you are asking this court to do before we take a 2-week break during the holidays? In other words, does that have to happen before the 19th of December, or could it happen the week of January 5th?
Judge, I have to defer to the court, and Mr. Adolph is entitled to respond, so I'll defer to the court and the state on this. I mean, but obviously, there's a long history here of delay for a lot of reasons.
I'm just talking for scheduling purposes, because
I will make myself available
Okay,
on the earliest date possible.
okay, who's that?
If we can set it for the 19th, Judge. The 18th.
I have literally said everything in this division for the 19th, and we're also supposed to host a little gathering for the staff after calendar, so why don't we do the 18th?
Okay.
I want your response done by the 16th at 5 p.m. And we will set the motion for reconsideration on 12/18, we'll just take a look and make sure that's not going to be problematic. All right, so what about the motion for bill of particulars? Does the state
Judge.
have a response on that?
By that 16th,
Okay. And-
well, the 16th, that one will be either handled or responded to.
Okay, bill of particulars by 12/16 at 5 p.m. All right, and the motion to suppress.
So Judge, this was previously litigated before the Arthur hearing, specifically only to the Arthur hearing. There was motions filed by the defense, a motion filed by the state. The defense's motion is very similar. I don't think it contains too many differences. I do intend to respond to it, but based off of the items that I think are taking precedent. I would ask that this be rolled over to the new year, and I'd be allowed to respond by maybe that first week of January.
I have no problem with that, Judge. I would just alert the state that this is an amended motion to suppress. We previously withdrew the motion to suppress simply because, although it's filed under a different rule of procedure, anyway, long story short is we amended it to specify the exact files as were provided to us in discovery that we're seeking to suppress so that they have them. And I would just urge this prosecutor, because his prior colleague filed a response, made certain arguments. I would just ask this prosecutor to review those and see if he wants to adopt those in his response.
I'm sure he will. So the motion to suppress response will be due by January 9th at 5 p.m. And what about the 404?
So I intend, honestly, we got a lot of it together for the Arthur hearing. There was one incident we were made aware of that occurred in Colorado. After the fact, we became aware of it. So it's going to take me not too much time to be able to put that together. The more important thing, though, Judge, is I don't want to list these incidents without actually having witnesses that will be available or I know I'll be able to produce. So that's the amount of time I'm going to need. It's going to be more so collecting those witnesses. So I would request probably the middle of January for that.
Any objections to that, Mr. Bateman?
I would just ask that the state make their best efforts because the designation of the 404 really impacts the manner in which we take their depositions. So now this is going to push those 404B witnesses. Actually, I think in the state's 404A, but it's going to now push us into February at the earliest. So I understand the state needs to research it. If they are relying on specific incidents, they need to gather police reports. If there are police reports, I think they're required to disclose that to us. So I know they've got some meat on the bone there, but I would just ask that they make, that's a hard deadline.
January 16th, 5 p.m.
And that's the witnesses, designating the witnesses plus any documentary evidence that they're required to provide under the rule.
That's correct. All right, I think that we are at 12:18.
Right.
Anything further to say at this time?
Just to confirm, Judge, we want to litigate that motion to dismiss on that date as well? Or I'm not sure if defense wants to file a response.
Well, I know Mr. Prieto wanted to prioritize the reconsideration of bond, but that's fine with me if everyone would be ready to do that on the 18th. We can do both the reconsideration bond and the motion to dismiss.
Was there and they've already responded, so I need to review that. Do you think the court,
There's no rush on
we
it.
have enough time on the 18th to do that? I don't want to cram the court's calendar because we can set that off in early January as well. Or the 18th, I mean, I'll be ready. I think the state's ready, we'll be ready,
No, what are we talking about? A couple hours?
I think, at the most.
Judge, the better question is going to be whether or not an evidentiary hearing is needed. I think
Right,
it's just argument. So I think, especially for,
Let's do that. Let's do both.
Okay, guys, I'm back. What do y'all guys think? I'm sitting here trying to, read her. She have this smile on her face like it's not even, I don't know. I don't get it. It's like she's not even worried about anything at all, guys. It's kind of puzzling because she unalived this gentleman. Okay, guys, I have another one I want you to watch right quick with me, guys. Hold on a second. Let me find this. Because, I mean, it's like, I know she is a smart young lady. She had like 1.8 followers on Instagram. She was an Instagram model. I mean, her background looked pretty good. But I just don't understand. There's something about her. It's like she had this bloody look here, like she don't care for some reason. Hold on a second. Let's do this. I'm trying to make some sense out of this, guys. Just hold on a second. Because most of the time, if someone had unalived someone, guys, they would, I don't know, fake it or be upset or they in court or whatever. But this is the gentleman that she stabbed. That's him right there, guys. I had another picture with him, her, but this is him right here. Let's take a look at this because I'm still trying to figure out. Hold on a second, guys.
A Florida jury will have to answer.
I need to be at the hospital with him.
Oh, you're not going in.
Why?
Because we're conducting an investigation.
Was this stabbing truly in self-defense or the result of a toxic relationship where the victim paid the ultimate price?
We have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could.
Christian is dead.
That's the question a Florida jury will have to answer when this OnlyFans model goes on trial years after her arrest. Thanks for joining us on Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner. Does the name Courtney Clenney sound familiar? She's the OnlyFans model accused of brutally stabbing her boyfriend Christian to death in 2022. Since her arrest, the case has had so many twists, including the arrest of her own parents. Now, while her parents' charges were dropped, it wasn't the same for Courtney, who will now be heading to trial in just about 10 weeks.
What's his name? Daddy will be back.
What is
Daddy will
his
be
name?
back.
What is his name?
Christian Obumseli.
What's his name?
Christian Obumseli.
Christian.
Obumseli, please.
Listen, sit down.
Courtney Clenney was hysterical when officers responded to her upscale condo in Miami.
She's their girlfriend, yeah. She's in handcuffs right now.
You're the girlfriend?
That's me. That's me. I'm covered in it. I was holding him the whole time. He was like, running. What?
So who did it?
Well, we know who reportedly did it, but how did we get here? Let's go back to 2020, a year the world changed, but also the year Christian Obumseli and Courtney Clenney began dating in Austin, Texas. According to a 2022 report by Rolling Stone, there are sources who spent time with the couple said early into the relationship, it was already a tumultuous one. Some of the impacts were from Courtney's alleged struggles with substance abuse, but also that Courtney was the aggressive partner in their relationship. It's been reported that the model would even joke with friends that she was the toxic girlfriend. Some of their fights were even recorded, like this one.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me.
I am mad that you told me to come.
Decide right now.
Courtney, that's a threat. I asked you so many times that I
yep.
don't know, and I apologize.
You
but
do.
you hit me.
Shut the fuck up.
Or this one.
I need to make my phone. I need to go home. I need to talk to him. I need my phone. Don't touch me!
What is going on? Like, are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
No, Christian.
Like, you're thinking I'm doing it on
Drop your
I'm
drop
not-
your high pitch.
Okay, I'm not doing it on purpose.
You so sorry. You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me fucking slap you, dumb.
Oh, you're not gonna slap me on.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore.
What do you
Find
mean?
it and fucking charge it.
And maybe the two thought there were brighter days ahead as they packed up and moved from the Lone Star State to the Sunshine State together. Then on a Saturday in April, a front desk attendant called the police. The attendant told police that Courtney and Christian, who had been living in the condo for about 4 months, were causing another disturbance. Courtney claimed that she was breaking up with Christian and he was refusing to leave. The following day, police returned to the same luxury building, only to find a bloody crime scene.
Ladies! Well, these people are in these people are in the elevator. They need to open. They need to open. They open on the other side, bro.
Oh my God. Hey, Danny, give me.
Stay down, man.
Danny, I need you.
Wait, open. Keep this open. See if I can get these people.
They won't tell me.
Ranger.
Guys, please tell me what's going on.
Ranger.
Come on, like there's
I want that to you.
Everyone in the unit that's with the victim have been advised. The unit that's with the victim?
I'm covered in his buckets. I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
And if I don't yell, then what will I do with my life?
No, these people are stuck in the elevator. You open the other side. Sit down, relax, okay?
Boys, come here. Boys, Jesse, come here. Just baby, sit down. They won't tell me if he's okay.
Listen, we don't know. We need rescues right here. We're trying to get them.
No. Jesse, come here, baby. Jesse, come here. Jesse, come on, baby. Andrea, come back. Come here, baby. Jesse, come here. Hey, baby, it's gonna be okay.
Andrea, hey, come back.
I might have to go to the cops for a couple of days, but I'll be back home, okay? It'll be okay, baby. I promise I'll be. It'll be okay, baby.
What's his name?
Daddy will be back.
What is
Daddy will be
his
back.
name? What is his name?
Christian Obamselli.
What's his name?
Christian Obamselli.
Christian.
Obamselli, please.
Listen, sit down. Do me a favor, sit down. Do not
Why are you
move.
yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Do not move. Sit down.
Okay, but
We don't know what's going on. We don't know what happened.
I'm terrified
So
for him.
right now, yeah, don't worry. They're helping him. So just sit down. Don't move. Okay?
Oh my God.
Oh, he's right there. Just
Jesse,
sit
come
down.
here, baby.
Sit
Jesse,
down.
come here.
Relax.
Jesse, come here. I'm just trying to get my dog. My dog, can you just bring my dog to me?
I need you to get out of the way. Okay.
Okay, let's move more. Sit down.
Where do I go? Where can I go inside?
Sit down.
Hey, just no, they won't bite. Just bring him out here. Hey, I'm asking you as a person, can you please bring my other dog out to me?
Your dog is right there. Forget about the dog now. Don't worry. Forget about the dog.
But I'm covered in blood. It makes me look
Okay.
really bad. I was holding him the whole time. He was, like,
I know.
squirting
We're
blood.
trying to see what's going on. Calm down. Okay? Calm down.
I want him to be okay, please.
Okay, calm down.
He's
Calm down.
Okay, it's okay. Hey, baby, come on.
She's their girlfriend. Yeah. She's in handcuffs right now.
You're the girlfriend?
That's me. I'm covered in it. I was holding him the whole time. He was like squirting blood.
So who did it? Can you give us any information?
Absolutely, I can.
I'll get this right already.
Yeah. You know who it was?
I need these dogs there.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Who it was? It was the only one who saw us in our pocket.
Okay, let's get it outside so we can get the. Okay, let's move over here so we have more space. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Just sit down. Relax.
Okay,
They're gonna take care of him.
Okay.
Your dog is right here.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm trying to figure out this young lady. The way she was acting, she was the one that stabbed her boyfriend. And you see how they were trying to help, and they keep questioning her about what happened. But I don't know. She act like she wasn't already there or something. I don't know. I don't want to say this. She mental illness because she got common sense. I mean, I don't know if she was high on something. They stated that she was into drugs and she was the one that doing all the controlling. And she stabbed this guy. She stabbed him and unalived him. So guys, her court date is starting up soon, and I will be following this one. Like I stated, she was an OnlyFans model, and her name is Courtney. This gentleman didn't even know what he was getting himself into. That's why I said it can go both ways. Sometimes you go out here and you get with someone and you don't know you're sleeping with the demons. They said that he really loved this girl. She was the one that was controlling. And she stabbed him. When they got there, she acted like she was holding him. Y'all guys heard that. She kept saying, I was holding him. I was holding him. And she kept saying, he's coming back. He's coming back. So I just wanted to show put this one on my channel and show y'all guys what I was talking. This is the one I'm going to be following. Like I said, she was in court Friday. But the whole time she was in court, she was just smiling. And like I stated to you before, if that was me and they were accusing me of something, there's no way I'd want to sit there and there smiling and laughing. There's no way. I don't like courtrooms anyway. Even if I'm not guilty, if I didn't do it at all, I still wouldn't be sitting up and laughing and smiling. So you guys, leave me a comment if you would like to. I want to hear from y'all guys. Maybe I looking at something totally different. Maybe you see something that I don't see. But she's the OnlyFans model. They stabbed her boyfriend April 2022. Yep. So Friday, the defense team asked the judge to set a deadline so when the state must turn over case information. Because the state has some information on her, but I don't know what they have on her because those two were living together. Unless they had witnessed stating that, they was in a fight or something like that. I'm not for sure what they witnessed. But even the front desk said it. They was fighting. That's sad. He just didn't know what he was getting himself into. Like I said, he walked into that one just because she was an OnlyFans model and had all these followers. I guess he just fell in love with her. I mean, sometimes people think they think with the wrong head, I guess. And she took his life. So guys, we'll see. Let this be a lesson. You cannot go out here and grab the first thing you see. A lot of people go out there on OnlyFans and Instagram and grab the beautiful ladies or attractive ladies. Be careful. Be careful who you get out there. Because like I said, you could be sleeping with the demons and don't even know nothing about it. And all you have to do is just do one little thing wrong and they take you out. You see how he would try to reason with her and she just started cursing at him for no reason at all. He was just trying to reason. She had no self-control. I just pray and just hope y'all young people would listen. This should be a learning experience for everyone out here. Be careful who you lie down with. Okay, guys, this is all I have for this one. I'm going to get off of here. Like I always said, please have self-control, discipline, and please, young people, use common sense. Until next time, I'm going to say peace out. Have a great one.